It says trying to start. Showing the screen. All right. Getting ready to cook some chickpea patties. All right, we're live. In person. In person. No. What's the opposite of
Virtually.
in person?
Virtual.
Non-personable. Live and non-personable.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I went hog wild because my friends I'm visiting in Anchorage have this absolute beautiful pressure cooker pot here. So I actually grabbed a bag of dry beans, except I forgot last night to soak them. But on the directions on the back, it says how to do a quick soak. But I find with the little pressure cooker pot like this, it's you just bring it to a boil and then you put it like basically just shut it off and let it sit for a couple hours. So we'll see how well.
That's actually really interesting because I went to pull my ingredients 5 minutes ago and realized I didn't have any chickpeas. So I'm substituting with butter beans
Well,
because
can't you
I
use
didn't,
any kind of beans for this?
but I didn't give myself enough time to soak the chickpeas.
Yeah.
Like I should have, and that's the thing is I should have pulled and checked my ingredients beforehand. But you could use any beans. Today I'm using butter beans. I've actually had them one time before. I just recently started getting them from the food pantry and I'm obsessed with them. They're really
With
good.
with what?
Butter beans.
Butter beans, huh? Aren't they just
Yeah,
like aren't those just like lima beans?
yeah, they're giant lima beans. And let me see. They've got 5 grams of fiber, 19 grams of carbohydrates,
I mean, go let the pressure off over the thing here real quick.
and 6 grams of protein. So that's pretty good. Only 100 calories for half a cup. So it's pretty good.
I actually like having a pressure cooker because you can cook like any bean in about a half hour, but it takes longer to let the pressure out.
Yeah, yeah, I bet.
But are you actually cooking your beans or you have canned?
It's canned.
Okay. So you can use this recipe for, I mean, I've done black beans and I've done navy beans, but I don't think I've ever done butter beans. But basically you're just putting a bunch of spices in a blender.
Yeah.
Let's go over the recipe real quick.
Okay.
I really like that you included like the things you need. Like, I mean, basically you have a bunch of beans, you're gonna have to mash them.
Yeah.
So,
So I have a quick question. Good morning, everybody, or afternoon.
okay.
Hi.
Hi. Um, yeah, I too just wanted to say that thank you very much for including the equipment list because it took me a while to dig out my food processor, and you know, knowing that beforehand is very helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm actually I have a Ninja blender I'm using instead of my food processor today.
Oh, that's a good idea too. And then, or are you recording this for Leave It to Chef?
I am, yeah.
Because I see that it's streaming, but it doesn't say that it's recording.
Yeah, it's going to YouTube. Trying to
Okay.
figure out how to do that. So, um, I was actually watching some of our old shows, Lulu. I recently, I normally almost never watch the old shows, but I just recently watched the one where we shared all our favorite foods. Like, and it was absolutely fun, hilarious. So
Oh,
we'll have to,
I go back and watch them, especially when I'm trying to redo a recipe that I didn't, because none of this is written down. So,
yeah. All right. So I cook these in that, well, let me grab the pressure cooker again. These are like the non-electric ones. Well, in this case, it was on electric stove. But see, it's got the lid is built right into the pot. And so this is, you've seen some people on our show from like um Nepal and trying to think um Sri Lanka come on and cook with this. A lot of people use these for cooking rice real quick. But this was beans. I basically brought it to a boil and then just shut it off and let it cook in here. And look at how soft these are. Completely garbanzos. And I didn't soak them at all. But as you heard, it took
Nice.
pressure release. I did it over the sink um, because the lid doesn't come off. You just pull that little pressure valve. I guess I should show. The lid goes like that, and then it has this little cantilever where you press it down, and then you clip right here. And now it's sealed. See, but then it has the little pressure relief valve on the top, and so the I would say the only hard thing is if you go to pick it up and it's full, and you squeeze this handle while you're picking it up, it might come on. So it's harder to pick it up without squeezing the handle. Because you squeeze the handle. See?
but how do you get the food out of there if the lid's in the way?
Oh well, I mean, if you just saw, I just
Oh, wow.
now you don't want to put something that's really compact that's not liquidy. But that's the things like if you cook, for example, rice, you'll still have water, but the water doesn't dissipate. All right, Chaya, are we ready?
Yeah.
So let's see. So yeah, yesterday I went to the store, bought these dried garbanzos, and then this morning I woke up in a panic. I forgot to soak them, but on the back it's got, you know, basically it says on a regular pot, um, bring to a simmer and simmer for 2 or 3 hours. But the pressure cooker, you don't have to. So,
Yeah. I'm making hummus.
Lulu, do you have the
So
ingredients list? It's in the chat.
Okay.
But
I'm
basically, it's
actually starting a new soap from garbanzos.
beans, garlic, spices. Oh, so all right. I probably should have it where I can see this. Slightly out of practice because I lost my um my Facebook when I was in Tanzania. I was unable to do 3 cooking shows because I didn't have a way to message the cooks.
Oh,
And so I've got at least 2 of them rescheduled. So I'll tell you, the joy and disadvantage of having a big kitchen is everything is spread out a little bit.
yeah.
So I don't have to cut my garlic because the only thing my friends had everything except fresh parsley, and they were actually out of garbanzos because we use them pretty regularly.
Yeah. I'm using seasoned parsley. Like dried for a season, you know.
Yeah.
And then as a substitute, I'm using butter beans because I did not soak my chickpeas. And I didn't realize I was out of canned chickpeas, which is really unfortunate. And instead of a lemon zest, I have an orange. But I do have lemon juice that I can use. And I don't have red onions, but I picked these little guys up from your pantry. They have cute little yellow onions.
But I mean, basically, you're just flavoring. Thank you for sharing this recipe. Part of it is this was a recipe on what's readily available from um, the Rotary Serves Food Pantry. And
Yeah,
we always have tons of dried beans and lentils.
yeah. You know I
Actually,
love a readily, cheap, easy, accessible recipe.
and this one it says here you can freeze them,
Yep.
So,
I have I have did I eat them all that I need? And the thing is too, this is vegan. And I know vegans like to eat burgers and stuff. So this is a really good vegan burger alternative.
now I would
Oh,
say we'll taste it in the end, but in the past when I made burgers, they ended up being too healthy tasting, and so started adding
so
oil into the recipe.
I have this patty that is chickpea, black bean, and walnut. And I have them frozen, and they're really good. But my one issue with this type of recipe is I find that they usually fall apart. And so this particular recipe includes oats. So I think the oats will be a really good binder that
Yeah.
keeps them from falling apart. So we'll see how it turns out.
And I got a question. Would there be any harm if you're not vegan to add a binder like egg?
Go for it.
I mean, that would be the issue with it not being vegan anymore.
Yeah.
I find, I mean, well, Chaya, you could tell us more. I find that, what is it, like tapioca starch or tends to be a better binder than eggs. What's the other one?
Like
I can't
potato
remember.
starch or xanthan gum.
That's the one. I have like the 3 or 4 of them, and I find out that they tend to be much better binder. It's just a common practice to use an egg.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because you use egg for meatloaf.
I mean, what I like about this is
I'll try it. I'll add one egg
if you
because I have a solo egg.
okay, so you can do a multiple versions. So
And my oats, you want rolled oats or quick?
yeah.
I don't have quick oats. I just have
No,
extra.
definitely rolled oats. You want the
Oh,
more texture.
I'm using oatmeal, instant oatmeal. That's what
Oh,
Yeah.
I have.
So
So
let's see.
this recipe, I didn't write up this recipe. I just found it and liked it. So that we're using this recipe from this person, Lisa Goff.
Oh, these beans came out so perfect. I can't believe them. So, all right. It says a can of chickpeas drained, 2 garlic cloves, finely minced, half a cup rolled oats, a quarter cup onion, and then 2 tablespoons lemon juice, and then basically um, a half a teaspoon of a bunch of spices.
and are you just dumping all this in a blender?
Yep.
Yeah. So you don't even have to chop your onion or garlic, actually,
Now that I
because
already did it,
yeah, the food processor is going to do it for you.
now I find when I make stuff that it's better to put like the wet ingredients on the bottom.
Yes,
How many
depending on
cups do you think
how
a can of beans are? Like
eight
probably 2 cups.
ounces, 1 cup.
Oh, it said drain it.
Yeah,
I messed that up already. See,
how dare
How much,
you?
how much liquid is it? Well, it's not that much liquid, but all right. So I got my beans, my onion. I'll just get some garlic out. And even though this has, fresh stuff, I feel like you could probably just, put any flavors you want because all you're doing is flavoring beans, with the exception
Yep,
of the oats, which is thickening it. Everything
yep.
else is just flavoring it.
I guess if you want to give it a slight meaty impression, maybe would be a good word, is you could add some sort of smoke flavor to it, just a little.
Oh yeah, like liquid smoke or
Yeah,
coconut aminos.
or smoked paprika, something.
Oh yeah, I'm adding paprika instead of cayenne because I don't do spicy.
I love smoked paprika and smoked paprika and smoked garlic. I prefer that.
And when it comes to my food processor, I usually things like garlic I chop up only because I feel like it kind of doesn't really get it. You have to pulverize it so much to get those little pieces of garlic that if I start out with smaller garlic pieces, it incorporates better.
But you know about using the side of the knife to squish it.
Yeah.
So let's see how much oats. Just a half a cup. This is how much moisture you have. I like your idea of adding paprika. Now, I've done this before with other beans, and they definitely fall apart. Garbanzos tend to stick together a lot more. It says, oh no, I didn't put the lemon juice. I wonder why they have lemon juice in it. That part I was unsure of. But that is the name of it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say it's in the title.
Just like it's lemon garlic chickpea patties. So yeah.
Boy, a
But
half a cup of oats seems like a lot, but here goes.
oh, you definitely need that binder to
Yeah.
soak up the moisture. But yeah. Let's see how much lemon juice. 2 tablespoons. Hey, it's great to see you, Lulu. I feel like it's been a couple months since we took together.
Ah, longer than that. I've
Right.
been so busy. And you've been traveling. Where are you right now? I missed the beginning.
I'm in Anchorage.
Fun.
Um,
I wish you'd get out more, or
spent most of the time actually out in the wilderness where I was up in Denali and then
that must be an experience.
I can now say I've been to the tallest point of the US. Apparently, I did not know this, but Denali is taller than Everest.
I didn't know
It's,
that either.
it's not higher above sea level, but it's actual physically taller mountain.
From its base.
Yeah, so that's you can always figure out a way to make something the biggest and the tallest. And it's very elusive that something like only 30% of people actually see part of it. Because it's so tall, it creates its own ecosystem, and that the clouds of the mountain block the view of the mountain.
Wow.
I mean,
Actually, the tallest mountain is under sea. If you count
okay.
from the base to the top. I'm not sure where.
See, you can always find.
Well, I guess it's how you define, a mountain
Yeah,
kind of deal.
or the tallest, or like the highest above sea level ever. Okay, so spices. They just say bunch of spices, about a half teaspoon of each. The table.
I did my hydroponics with my beautiful parsley that just came out of the fridge, already washed and cleaned and fresh.
Explain how you do that again, because
So you get immediately, it's best if you do it immediately, but you take your fresh parsley, take it out of its packaging, take the rubber band off, and separate it and get out all the parsley that's in with the stems. So you now have nice long stems that you could trim the bottom and just put in a little bit of water, and then you put a dry paper towel over the leaves. Don't let the paper towel get in the water of the cup. And then put a plastic bag over the whole thing and wrap it around the bottom so you have no airflow getting in. It's just its own little greenhouse. And then I use up those fresh little leaves first, and then now I'll just pull out whole twigs, for whatever I need. And like I
and it
said,
stays good for a really long time.
parsley lasts a long time. Cilantro, not so long. Cilantro is best pretty much eaten up right away. I've thrown so much cilantro away, it's not even funny. But it's much more delicate than parsley. Parsley is very substantial. But I do
What I
that.
like to do is, that they have a recipe calls for basically in the end, a spring of parsley, a spring of cilantro. And then what I'll do, the stems and all, I'll pulsate them in a blender with oil and then put them in a gallon freezer bag
Yeah.
and freeze it. And then once it's frozen, you can break it into chunks and put it in a smaller bag.
And that way you have fresh anytime you want it.
Right. I mean, I used to do the ice cube method, but that was just so much extra work but it was, perfectly measured, of course. But with the freezer bag, um, you can slightly score it. Like after you freeze it, you can like slightly score it with the back of a knife through the bag, and then it'll break into even lines.
Ah,
All right. So what I put in here is my chickpeas, minced garlic, rolled oats, some onion, lemon juice. Well, it says zest of 1 lemon. I'm not going to do that. I don't know. That would definitely spike up the flavor, but I didn't get a fresh lemon. Let's see, turmeric, cumin. Instead of cayenne pepper, I put a little chili pepper in it, salt, black pepper, and oh, I didn't put the fresh parsley. I went all of them out of the way to actually buy fresh parsley because I was already buying the chicken. This says I never measure, but it says half cup. So here we go. I think that'll be, I think a majority. We'll see here in a second. What are you doing, Kaya?
What? I'm waiting for you guys.
I just say, how are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said, what are you doing?
of course, I'm
I'm
behind
good.
schedule as always.
Oh, I'm rushing through as usual.
I'm
One thing
still,
about me is I have no relaxation skills whatsoever.
But as a
I,
professional cook, why do you like this recipe? Like you were telling me before.
well, it's more about accessibility. Being a full-time student and part-time worker has really changed my perspective on the cooking industry and recipes as a whole. And something about this recipe is all of the ingredients you can find in a food pantry. And my main mission and goal in life is to be able to teach people and share the knowledge that you can have good food from food pantry items to
Yeah.
remove that stigma of, oh, food pantry food is bad. Oh, it's only for, people who are underemployed or low income or just anything in general, really. I mean, it's about sustainability, sustaining the planet, sustaining yourselves, and teaching people to cook. And this is the most, not, I mean, maybe it's my perspective where I think this is the most simple recipe, but I love a dump it and cook it recipe where all the ingredients go into one pan or blender and then you cook it. And mine actually looks like hummus.
Yeah, I
plus
mean,
you
I,
pulverized it maybe a little finer.
Yeah, this is a really strong blender. Maybe that's why the recipe said to get a food processor, because you can pulse it. There's more surface area. Um, but what I'm doing while I'm waiting is I turned on my oven and I dolloped some into a pan and I'm baking this set right here. So I just drop these into a pan and it's going in the oven. So they're kind of like falafels that I'm not going to fry. I mean, I'm probably going to cook the rest of it differently with you guys. But that's why I like this recipe. I had all of the ingredients, and it had the cost attached to the ingredients. Like 5 cents for the spices, $1 for the chickpeas. I think that's a little pricey. But maybe not. I think at Walmart it's like $1 for a can of chickpeas. But I like this recipe for all of those reasons.
And again, you can cook dry beans, or you can use pretty much any kind of beans. And like you mentioned, the oven, you can spread it out on a cookie sheet and make it like a cake, and then cut it. You can fry it as burgers. I like to do, like, for myself, I'll do like the whole pan. I'll do like one big burger and then cut it into, like, I don't know, pizza slices maybe.
Oh, that's clever. Like that idea. And then probably if I didn't put the egg in here, I could use it as hummus, like a dipping sauce.
Oh yeah.
Which now I'm mad. But I'll make it again tomorrow because I have to make hummus for the week anyways. Or have I told you how much I love my new job? It's like a dream come true.
Wow,
Talked about
that's nice.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing, I forgot, like health education almost.
Um, yeah. So it's the public health department in Cobden, but they're also a Head Start. Um, so I get to be around kids all day.
So
And
this
just
is the
the
only disadvantage of a blender, is getting this out.
oh, it's
Definitely a food
that.
processor.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend a food processor for doing this.
So
Or if you don't, like, in the past, I didn't do it in a food processor or a blender. I just got a potato smasher and just rough mashed the beans,
Oh, that's clever. You can do that.
you know. Um, so let's see here. All right. One of the things about Alaska I've noticed is almost a lot of the stoves, they have this grill built into it, or they have one of these grill platters, and that's for everybody. I found out, to cook salmon.
Oh.
That's traditional. So they have, like, and so like any of the older houses just have it built in.
I think I'm the only one who's actually doing the recipe to a T.
Oh, that's good.
So
Yours
I
is going to be the control.
mine's a control. So I'm getting ready to do. So it did say to pulse it while, so it still has texture. So
Oh, I missed that part. I didn't read that part. Oopsie poopsie.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
besides not doing it in the food processor, really the only thing I changed, I didn't use a fresh lemon. I just used lemon juice. And instead of cayenne pepper, I used chili pepper. So it's not so spicy for my friends.
yeah. I'm the CEO of winging it. I just look at the ingredient list and go. And that's probably why I didn't do well in the culinary industry, but I don't really care because I'm not meant to be a Michelin chef. I don't care about perfection. Perfection, what's that?
But
Oh my goodness, speaking of which, My plant has a little teeny tiny leaf. It's so cute. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring you guys to my little plant. I've been babying it for 3 months. And look, there's my dog. That's Dash. Say hi, Dash.
Good,
Hi. And look, there's my little plant with its little tiny leaf.
Here it's absolutely amazing. I went to the farmer's market yesterday.
Do you
I think
see
it's the
it?
second farmer's market. And they don't have enough sun here in the winter to grow things in a greenhouse. They have to grow things under artificial light. But it was so, people were so excited, just as excited as you are about your plant, coming to the farmer's market to buy plants to go plant. Because the sun came out about 2.5 weeks ago. So if you
Oh,
look, can you see outside how green it is?
uh-huh.
When I came here 2.5 weeks ago, there wasn't a leaf on the tree. And that's how green it is when there's, 18, 19 hours of sunlight. They're almost fully leafed out in, 2.5 weeks. And everybody, including my friends here, are just madly planting like little plants that they grew in, under artificial light inside. They
Yeah.
put them outside for a few days during the day and then took them in to like harden them for the cold weather and
Uh-huh.
then started planting because they only have a really, I think, 3 months of sunlight.
Yeah. Like a short window of time.
Yeah. So this is pretty annoying getting this out of it. Use my hand, get my hand.
All right, you guys want to see this? It does look kind of uh I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to say ground beefy, but it does, and it does
Oh,
want to, yeah,
that looks really good.
and it does want to stick together.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I'm ex
That's fabulous.
and I have to admit, it smells so good between like all the lemon juice and lemon zest. I had a
Uh-huh.
huge lemon, so it's smelling really good.
Oh
So now,
yeah, I love lemon. It's so refreshing.
well, and for me lately, it's kind of a salt substitute. It's a real bright flavor that helps helps me not use so much salt.
Uh-huh.
So am I supposed to be making patties out of these now?
Yeah. Well, did you let it rest?
Oh yeah, it's got to sit for what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, give or take. For you, 5 minutes exactly. Set your timer.
All right.
For people like me and Or, we just kind of chat till it feels like it's been 5 minutes. Yeah.
I can clean up, which is an unusual
Yeah.
part of my cooking process.
So
Perfect.
up
And
here for vitamin C, they have something that might be unique. Spruce tips, like when the fresh the spruce trees like bud out, they take those and they have spruce soda, they have spruce syrup. Basically it's intense vitamin C. I'd say spruce tip soda tastes like a fresh made Sprite with a hint of some kind of fruit, maybe a raspberry or I don't know, but just fresh, just absolutely tasty. So, all
and
right, I'm trying.
spruce is like an evergreen, right? Or
Yeah,
it is an evergreen.
and the other thing that's popping out, like on the train up to Denali, that was like an 8-hour trip. We went, starting in Anchorage where the trees were just starting to bud. As we went north, it was less and less green on the birch trees. They had what? I just forgot. They're ferns. What? Fiddle something? ferns,
Oh,
but they were popping up everywhere, and that's the fresh greens of spring. Make another batch here. Okay, turn this down. So, Chaya, are you baking yours or frying yours or both?
Both.
Fair enough.
Both.
Yeah.
and what are you preheating the oven to?
I did mine at 350.
Okay. I'll try both to see which I like better.
I tend to not like the fry part because it takes so long long in that if I'm cooking for very many people, it's a lot of work. So I really like the idea of baking them.
Yeah. They're coming out nicely, the baked ones. They kind of look like cookies.
Oops, oops, oops.
But I'm gonna let them go a
I mean,
bit
that's a common
longer.
thing to do if you want to thicken a dessert recipe. You throw some beans in it.
Yeah, a lot of people use avocado too, I've noticed. Those avocado
The
brownies.
Japanese bean dessert.
Oh yeah, mung beans. So good.
This is a fun um, pepper grinder. It comes apart in the center.
Let me see.
See,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
that's the cap.
Look what I picked up yesterday is, let me find it. They call it the world's best black pepper. Penzies pepper. World's best ground pepper.
Oh, that's a big brag.
Right? The world's best.
Yep.
You guys, I don't mess around when it comes to black pepper, I suppose.
But no, notice they said black pepper, not the pepper.
Yeah.
But still, put things in
So when
order. And actually, I mean, when you're frying these or baking them, technically, it's already cooked.
uh
So you could,
Well,
tech,
your oats aren't really cooked, nor are your onions or the rest of the. I mean, it's
I
got
guess
it.
so. I mean, but
Okay, that's my 5 minutes.
how raw do you serve it?
I mean, I guess I could taste it now. It tastes pretty green from the fresh parsley, but it's got a nice flavor. All right, so I'm gonna fry some and bake some.
In the blender, I find it's a lot easier. Definitely do 1 cup and then another cup.
I don't think I like it fried so much
You do or do not?
because no, it's the crumbs are kind of coming out.
Ah,
Um, look, and I don't really know how to handle that. You see how my oil is like crummy?
oh yeah.
So I don't
It
know.
falls apart.
Yeah. Well,
Mine
it's
does.
not falling apart. It's still one item.
But pieces
It's
are falling
just,
off.
yeah, it's crumbling.
Maybe
So,
that's the advantage of the chickpeas because, well, at least mine, it's not falling out.
yeah. I'm going
The
to
chickpeas stick things together pretty good.
remove some of that oil somehow. And this is the part where I make a huge mess. My favorite. I'm so good at making messes.
Mine definitely
There we
don't look
go.
very good. I
Yours?
think we might have to rely on Lulu for the pretty one.
Well, my baked ones are coming out pretty nicely.
Yeah, I haven't started frying yet. I'm doing
Okay,
the baked ones. Well, I'm making patties.
nice.
The stuff is sticking to my hands though. It is
Promising?
it is sticky and very
Nice.
moist.
Yeah, I tried to do it with my hands, but it stuck too much. So I started just using a spatula and plopping it in like jump cake.
My apartment is smelling pretty nice, to be honest with you.
Well, you could be lying, but
I could be lying. I've been known to lie once or twice in my life.
so the second batch, I didn't finely chop the parsley. And the top in the blender, the tops were fine, but the bottom parts not. So I definitely do recommend when they say finely chop the onion and the parsley.
I just saved my stems for my soups. I just used the leaf. But you know me, I do pretty too. Eh. And I'm making mine kind of tiny because I'm not a big eater and I have like my granddaughters and a lot of
Well, you
people.
mean the burgers? Yeah, make the burgers the size you like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're cute and tiny. They do look like cookies.
Well,
And
the
they're
smaller they are, the faster they'll cook.
Yeah, I do have them kind of thin. All right. And how deep a oil are you guys frying them in?
the
Well,
first one I did really deep and it ate all the oil. So the second one I did shallow and it's not eating it all. It's interesting.
All right. I think I might make the fried ones a little thicker, maybe, so they stay together. I don't know.
yeah.
All right, I need a spatula. I love getting dirty with the food, like my hands are all covered. I'm not afraid of a mess.
Glad you said the food.
What's that?
You said you like getting dirty, and I was like, what? And you said the food.
Or I don't mind getting dirty. I have a friend who won't eat hamburgers because he doesn't like messes in his hand. And it almost feels like the messier the food, the better it tastes. Tacos, oh my gosh. These are almost like little appetizer size.
Well, I mean, aren't we basically making falafel?
You know,
Yeah, sort of.
I was just thinking about what did these remind me of? And it's a falafel. I'm so glad you said that because I've been racking my brain trying to figure out this reminds me of something. Because that's basically what chickpeas falafels are, is ground up chickpeas. I don't know that I never made homemade falafels. I made them out of a box. That was fun. It had all the ingredients and you just add water and fry them
Yeah,
up.
the only time I've made falafels, well, I did it like cooked beans like this, but then I had like, chickpea powder to hold it together.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, there's some
all right,
crucial seasonings to make
here's
falafels to give
There,
them that green color.
There's
and
what?
it's called a crucial seasoning to give falafels that green color.
I didn't know that.
And it's fenugreek, Fenugreek.
I have some of that from a past cooking show.
So maybe next month, if I actually, I don't think I can next month, but maybe in July, because June I'm already booked up for volunteering on the weekends. But maybe in July I'll do we can make falafels. Or do you have any openings in July?
Yeah, I need a book of all of it.
Okay.
'Cause, you know, so the first batch, like I said, you don't really have to cook it. This first batch, it's crispy on the outside, but then still, because I made them pretty thick, still soft in the center. But it tastes good, but
Yeah.
it's not burger consistency. It's too soft.
I just flipped the baked patties. Look at these.
Oh wow.
There. Yeah. So I'm gonna bake them a little bit more on this side to get the other side crispy too. And then my fried patty is satty. Not doing so well.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep it going. Let's see what I can do.
I had it too hot, and now I've lowered it down to about half heat, and I still think it's getting too crisp on the outside and soft in the middle. And or I might not have, it says drain your can, and I didn't drain all the water out. I think it's coming out too wet. This time I added a little bit more oats.
Might have my oil too hot. This may splatter.
Careful. Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. It's like instantly smelling good.
Oh, nice. Do you promise or are you lying to us?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, because apparently I'm nothing but a liar.
Oh my God, I love cooking. Oh, I love it. Oh, so I wasn't feeling well, and I made what's her name? Radia? Her Herrera soup. That's like one of my
Oh,
go-to meals.
harissa soup or harissa?
It was Herrera. I didn't see any S's in it. I have it written down somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
it is
that was good soup. She's from Tunisia, right? No, Morocco.
Morocco. Yeah.
I don't want to. Now I think I've was rude to somebody. I said the wrong country.
Oh, and they're not sticking, but yeah, little pieces of chickpea are falling off.
Yeah, the second batch I've got little pieces falling off.
Yeah, they're gonna start burning. Huh.
Because it does have so much moisture in it, even though I think you need to let the oats set. I'm basically mixing it and then just putting it in, not letting it set long enough.
Yeah, I did let it set. That's a beautiful kitchen, or wow.
Oh yeah.
I like the way you
Yeah,
can get the plates from
my
both
my
sides of
buddy just bought this house last fall. It needs a lot of repair. I've been helping a little bit with electric. Um, lot of cedar and redwood. Um, an indoor pool.
That's nice.
I thought it was well. So here we go. Yeah, they're still too little soft. I want to break apart. part of it is I don't think it's in the recipe. It says, let's set for 5 minutes after pulsating for the oats to soak up the water. And I haven't.
I'll show you guys the first turnover.
I mean, they taste good, but
There you go, guys.
Ooh.
I might want to turn it down. I might be cooking them too fast. And then I haven't put these in because I think when I turned on my timer, I accidentally turned off the oven. So my oven's still warming up. And I know I'm not supposed to promote any particular item, but I bought nonstick aluminum foil by Reynolds. And
non-stick aluminum foil.
yeah, and I've been using it lately and I love it. And if
Nice.
I don't get it too dirty, I just wipe it with paper towel and reuse it because I line my cookie sheets with it. So,
Here's one of mine.
ooh, that looks good. Oh, nice. Is that
Yeah,
a baked one or a fried one?
baked. And I took the fried one and I
Yeah,
put it in the oven so it'll bake a little bit
that's brilliant.
because I'd like to save it. Mmm. It
I mean,
tastes almost like a falafel.
these might be ready soon.
Yeah, mine's still too sticky. I increased the oats just a little bit.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I
I
think
don't think you.
the thinner you make them, the better the browning action happens.
Yeah. Well, less wet stuff in the middle.
Yeah, because I can
Um,
feel mine are still real kind of gooey on the inside. But
I
that may
mean,
be the nature
the
of the.
taste is phenomenal, but it's the I don't. Oh,
Texture.
that was too hot. Whoop.
Oh, that's not
Ah,
good.
The texture. I mean, they fall apart. Maybe that's why they invented the falafel, where you just make a little ball and deep fry it.
uh-huh.
Those are deep fried. I couldn't remember.
Ew.
Falafel,
Yeah.
definitely.
So I guess there's a certain technique
Mm.
to doing this. I think the more you mess around with it in the pan, the more they want to fall apart.
So what I
Yeah.
did is, on this one, it seems to be working really good. I just did a plop, and then I fried the bottom, and then once that got fried good, I flipped it over and then squished it down.
So I did squish mine down, and then that's when they really lost all their integrity. So live them. I only did it to a couple of them.
Seems like the baking method is the best so far.
Yeah.
But this first one I made is pretty thick, quickly fried on both sides, but you can see it's soft in the middle.
Yeah.
But it tastes good and it's quick and easy. And then if you put it on a bun, you know.
You can tell there's turmeric in it. My oil, when I drained
Oh,
it,
Uh-huh.
it's very yellow.
I love how like the parsley and the lemon just jump. They should on mine they should call it lemon parsley instead of lemon garlic.
Yeah, I think since I used dried parsley, it's not really popping. So maybe I could do more or just use
Oh,
fresh next
wow.
time.
That's really good.
Yeah, I mean, it has a really good taste.
And these are just called patties. They don't remind me of a real burger. They're more like a patty, like
Yeah.
I have no desire to put it on a piece of bread or anything.
I laid falafel or
Yeah.
falafel pita bread on my plate with some sauce.
Oh,
And then I put the patties on top and I'm eating it with a fork.
and how is it?
So good.
Oh, I have some garlic naan. I could do that.
Yeah, they're little naan pieces, if you see.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, mine definitely is too wet. Still falling apart when I mess with it. It gets crunchy on the outside, but the center is not cooked. So I think if I'm going to do it, I've tried all kinds of methods. And it seemed like my first one, just make a thick patty, crisp the outsides, and probably if I rough chopped it better instead of in the blender, because this one is definitely more liquidy. But the taste, oh my God, it's
It is
phenomenal.
delicious. Oh, I just noticed the oven temperature says 400, so I just raised it,
Okay.
flipping halfway through. Okay, so I set the timer for 10 minutes.
Mhm.
The one fried patty is delicious. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's holds its heat though. I've already burned myself once.
I keep trying to eat them.
I know.
I have to try to remember to eat the one that,
Keep track of which ones you pulled off first.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, blending my last batch. Spices. Oh, any tips? Oh, here. You guys think to make this good?
Yeah, use a food processor and pulse it.
I think the ones I make just with the potato masher, like rough chopping them, came out better.
And I have to admit that I believe that the lemon zest really adds a brightness to it was
Definitely.
that's why that's in the title because it's
Yeah.
quite delicious.
Mine, I just put lemon and it's phenomenal, but adding some zest to it would definitely.
I think I still have some in the freezer, but I always seem to buy fresh lemons. That's just one of the things I like to have on hand. So I haven't used, well, I grew up using the little lemon thing that you keep in the fridge. My mom would. It does not in any way, in my opinion, taste like a falafel, though. The flavor is distinct for me.
I think it tastes like a falafel that they have there. I mean, you can get like a falafel and a pita with a lemon parsley sauce.
Oh, I've never had that.
Yeah, they usually in Israel at the food carts they usually have like a basically a parsley salad.
Mm.
Like it's in Israel, the food cart isn't the pita or the falafels. It's the 14 different things you can put on top of it.
Nice.
You'll have baba ganoush and you'll have like parsley salad, probably like 3 versions. Just what's chopped in with it.
Tabbouleh has a lot of parsley. It almost feels like that's a parsley salad with just a little bit of wheat, the tabbouleh.
Ooh, I am not a fan of tabbouleh for some reason. I
Yeah.
think like the texture is so weird.
At first, I didn't like it because it had too much parsley, because parsley is such a strong green flavor. But I've seemed to have grown accustomed to it. And there's something about parsley that when you're eating it, it's healthy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why.
So this little teeny one came out perfect. It had enough. It's like the fatter I made it or the bigger around, but like that one, like it. And then this really big one came out pretty good. It was just, and those ones I slow cooked. They seem to hold the texture a lot better.
So as far as the fried ones go, because my oven ones aren't done yet, I would make them the same way, as thin as I can. Flip them once. Don't mess with them. Don't move them around or anything. And I did use accidentally a substantial amount of oil because it just poured out too quickly.
Yeah.
But I think that was fine. Man, what a great flavor.
I would probably let them sit overnight before
Oh,
I fry them. I would make the balls, put them in the fridge overnight, and then
okay.
do a deep fry.
Brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Ah,
Tell that to my sixth grade professor, Mr. Steinberg, who told me to leave the class and let the other students learn who could learn.
huh.
Not that I hold a grudge or anything. I'm
No.
gonna go find him and spit on his grave. I was called brilliant today.
All right. Any final words? And
Hey, thanks for joining and having fun.
Yeah.
again, what I like about this, I mean, we used to have bean bread. Mom would do it. She'd get like and just, make it about yay thick. And you just basically do what we did, but you'd bake it in the oven. And then if you wanted to, a lot of times we then fry it right before we ate it to rewarm it.
So you would
So
slice a sliced piece off and fry it?
correct. Yeah. So basically, you either bake it in a bread pan or a cookie sheet that's kind of thick, and then we would just heat it up. You cut a square, put it in and fry it, and then eat it. Take it and eat it in your hands or eat it with a lot of times ketchup,
Mm-hmm.
or just anything, tomatoes, make a parsley sauce. Just basically it was bean bread. So
This is sort of begging for a little bit of a sauce on top, so maybe we could go back to the YouTube or Facebook wherever we find this recipe and add on it addendums or whatever, so you can, say how it turned out when you left them overnight in the refrigerator, because that really may allow them
Yeah,
to hold together better.
yeah. So
yeah.
good deal. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you
I did have to
guys.
wake up super early because it's 3 hours earlier here.
Wow,
But
wow, wow.
well, usually when I travel to the you know, to the
Other
evening.
side.
So it's 5, 8, 10 hours later. So this was unique to wake up early to cook. So it actually is hard because I have a habit of no technology Sunday morning. So
Oh,
thank you everybody so much.
all right.
And Happy eating.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Hopefully you made enough for everybody.
Me and my dog.